Welcome to the Cryptonomatron. Today I'm doing another ICO review. This one is on LiveStars. So LiveStars is a live broadcast entertainment platform. Basically that means models doing live shows for money on webcam. So the token sale will kick off in about 16 days time from now on the 15th of January. They have an alpha product. They are active on social media. And let's look down and see what they're all about. Well, LiveStars is creating the new generation webcam platform that implements blockchain technology. The platform has a transparent structure and it offers a multitude of advantages against the projects currently existing on the market. The main goals of our project are to create a platform with an automated system, eliminating the existing webcam industry problems and organize the work of LiveStars project. They've set themselves a number of objectives: optimizing the internal business model, eliminating high commissions, eliminating the delays in payments, improving the security, providing the users with complete anonymity, releasing the model relationship with the client from any intermediaries and human errors, and making the platform more convenient for all participants. So this looks very, very interesting indeed. Let's break it down and let's firstly have a look at the competition. So thankfully, they have a competitor comparison on their website, so I didn't have to hunt around to find who they're going up against. Now, none of these other competitors implement a blockchain technology, which is why LiveStars is absolutely unique. The competitors are I'm Live, BongaCams, Chatterbait, and Live Jasmine. And I'm sure you guys are familiar with some of those. I have never ever visited any of those sites. At least that's what I tell my wife. But LiveStars will compete with these sites using blockchain technology, and this means they're slightly different, and they've listed the differences here in this chart. They're going to be open source, so you can download the source code off GitHub. They will have complete user anonymity, which the other sites simply cannot do as they're a centralized system. They will also give a higher percentage of the revenue to the models, which means it will attract more of the models to go onto this platform, up to 70 and 80% in comparison with 30 to 50% or 60% for some top models on Live Jasmine. There will be no payout delays as there is with the other sites, and there will be no minimum payout amount. Now, if we scroll down a little further, we can see that they're able to do this. To simplify, they're able to do this just by the user buys tokens to go on LiveStars, and they use the Ethereum smart contract to interact with the model, and the model gets 70-80% of the revenue. Obviously, the rest of the revenue goes back towards maintaining the ecosystem and LiveStars themselves. Whereas in the older centralized model, you have the user goes onto the webcam site. There's a payment processor that needs to be used. There's the billing department, the payout department, and then the model. And all of this takes time, it's inefficient, and it costs more, and the model gets less revenue. So reading through the white paper, the problems that the modern webcam industry and these sites like Live Jasmine and Chatterbait face are numerous. There are 9 listed in the white paper for LiveStars, so let's go through them one by one. The first problem is the lack of user anonymity, and all the information about registered users is stored on databases that are owned by the different websites. And of course, this can contain lots of personal information like credit card details, ID numbers, names and surnames, locations, IP addresses, etc., which a lot of people wouldn't really be comfortable with that being in the public domain. So if they get hacked or whatever, they can, that information could easily become available, and that's not good. So the second problem is the payment error of users. So they say within the usual webcam platforms, all payments from users usually pass through many outside services, and usage of this system often leads to failures and errors. Problem number 3 is the low revenue share for the models. As we mentioned earlier, sometimes models don't get more than 30% from the revenue. Problem number 4 is the minimal amount delays and errors of payouts for the models. So as we mentioned in the comparison, there is a minimal amount, there is a delay sometime up to 15 days, and of course there could be errors as well. Problem number 5 is a lack of access to the payout settings. And they say at the present moment, payment settings are available for the admin of the website webcam platform only. Problem number 6, there isn't a transparent rating level for the models, which is an issue, and that will obviously affect the popularity and the earnings of the model directly. And if that isn't transparent, then that's going to cause conflicts and suspicions. Problem number 7, insecurity of personal data. So, this refers to the model. They have to submit ID to make sure that they're able to go onto the website and onto the webcam. And obviously this information, again, is stored in a database and is not secure or safe enough. Problem number 8 is chargebacks, which could result in a cancellation of the model's earnings. And problem 9 is a problem of affiliates, similar to the problems of models. So one of the most important aspects of any webcam system is its affiliates, the website's partners, whose responsibilities include attracting financially reliable web traffic to the platform. They encounter some of the aforementioned problems: minimal withdrawal amount, waiting for the payment period, etc. So any affiliates that are marketing this have the same issues as the models. So the aims of Livestar, and how are they going to address these problems that we've just listed? Well, first of all, let's set their goals. As it outlines in the annotation on the white paper, Livestars is creating the new generation webcam platform that implements blockchain technology. The platform has a transparent structure and it offers a multitude of advantages against the projects currently existing on the market. The main goals of the project are to create a platform with an automated system, eliminate the existing webcam industry problems, and organise the work of the Livestars project. So they've set themselves a number of objectives. 1 is optimising the internal business model. 2, eliminating high commissions. 3, eliminating the delays in payments. 4, improving the security. 5, providing the users with complete anonymity. 6, releasing the model's relationship with the client from any intermediaries and human errors. And finally 7, making the platform more convenient for all participants. So they say their experience in the software dev, game and blockchain technology, as well as experience in internal knowledge of the webcam industry, allows them to create a more modern platform which will stand above all existing analogues. So this is interesting. They really want to take webcams onto the blockchain, and so far it looks like it's a very good idea indeed. So this is going to be the first webcam platform in the online adult entertainment industry that will use the blockchain tech to fundamentally upgrade the system and solve the problems that we listed in the last chapter. And we'll go through them one by one and how they're going to solve them. But firstly, let's take a look at the key features of the platform. So we mentioned they're going to have full anonymity and safety of the users. The storage security and data encryption will be better. There will be an absence of middlemen, so to speak. There will be absence of minimum payments, limits, and no risk of chargebacks, as they're using a blockchain rather than a credit system. There will be instant cash payouts without third-party involvement, which will obviously please the models as they can get paid straight away and with no minimum amount. They will have the highest revenue percentage for the models of all platforms, so that's instantly going to attract more models to the platform over others, because if they get paid more, they will use this platform, and that will increase and grow the popularity of Livestars much quicker. They will also encrypt the personal correspondence, so messages between the models and the guest or the viewer, so to speak, and they will also encrypt messages from the admin of the site or any other correspondence. They will also have streaming technology without using servers. There will be earnings possibility for the users. That sounds very interesting. So you could actually get paid perhaps to watch your favorite model. There will be easier and more convenient to work for beginner models and affiliates. So they're going to address entry level models that come in, maybe it's their first time, they're going to make it better for them, and they're also going to ensure open and transparent behavior and an open source code that anybody can download and have a look at. So the first problem was lack of user anonymity, and they are going to solve that by basically allowing only payments in cryptocurrency tokens. And they say that lack of payments from fiat currency makes them free from gathering and requesting personal details of users. Cryptocurrencies will be bought by users from outside services, so that way the LiveStars team won't have the access to information about transactions. So it will be perfectly private, and you won't need to submit personal documents that stay on a database that could possibly be stolen. The second problem was the payment errors of the users. Well, all money transfers between the LiveStars or on the LiveStars system are made exclusively in crypto, and of course, as we know, it's immutable, and there can be no mistakes, and there won't be any manual inputs or any transactions that involve third parties. Problem number 3 was a low revenue share for the models. Their solution is lack of a payment department, as it's obsolete now, obviously, with the decentralized model, and they will automate this on the blockchain, and this will, as they say, obtain economic efficiency. They will guarantee payment to the models of 70%, with the ability to raise revenues up to 80% from the total amount transferred by the customer. So thanks to the open source code, they say, and lack of mediators for payment acceptance, the financial area of the platform is absolutely clear for models. The number 4 problem was minimal amounts for withdrawals, for payments for models, delays and errors. So they say that the platform ensures, using cryptocurrency, that the models have absolutely no minimum amount for withdrawal. So all payments on the platform are automated using the smart contracts, and that eliminates the human factor, as we've mentioned, and significantly minimizes the risk of losing money. So the model can withdraw anytime they want into a wallet, anytime of any minimum amount. So the beginner model, say for example she's online for the first time, will then be able to immediately withdraw the resulting earnings. So it really will enthuse models to use this platform, because they will see returns straight away rather than having to wait and then accrue funds, make the minimum amount withdrawal, and then wait even longer to actually get that money into the account. So for convenience, they say the models cabinet will offer the possibility to convert the live token into any other popular cryptocurrency. So you get paid in live, and the model can then transfer to Ethereum, for example, if that's what she prefers. If it's easier to change, maybe she needs to get it in a fiat currency on another website, she can do that. So problem number 5 is a lack of access to the payout settings. And they say on their platform there are no limiting settings for payment transfer, and this obviously will reduce staff and make the economy of it more efficient. Models will again have full control over their finances. The number 6 problem was not transparent rating level of models. So what they intend to do is introduce a processing algorithm of rating levels, which will be intuitive, and the open source system will allow everyone to make sure that the model's positions are made automatically, correctly, and with impartiality, which is important. The other issue was insecurity of personal data, which was problem number 7. Now they want to ensure and organize that the model, when she uploads information to get onto the website, will be deleted using a program, so it will be automatic, and it then will be encrypted. So if the model deletes the document, she will not be able to start a stream, and will only be allowed to continue after the document is uploaded and re-verified. Problem number 8 was chargebacks, or cancellation of models' earnings, and again, they're using cryptocurrency here, so credit card fraud becomes impossible, chargebacks are impossible, and this gives the models full confidence in the security that they're going to get the money, they're going to get their earnings. The last problem, problem number 9, was problem of affiliates, similar to the problem of models. Their solution, again, no minimum withdrawal amounts, and that's immediate payments, no delays, and eliminates the human factor of error, and the system will function automatically, as we discussed before, so it takes away any of those issues. Let's look at the market now. They have a marketing plan. So to promote LiveStars, they have a 12-month marketing plan that was created with the following descriptions of tasks. And these include unique selling offers, the audience, research, brand, analytics and key performance indicators, KPIs, PPC, search engine optimization, activation and retention, co-marketing, working with users, community management, Gantt chart, resource spending, and more. So there is actually a marketing document and you can go and follow that. I'll leave the link below. So there wasn't much information about potential market space in their white paper or on their website, so I did a little bit of digging and there wasn't that much information about adult webcams and the global revenue on the internet. I did find some interesting articles though, such as this one. Now, this isn't referring to adult webcam or live streaming at all, but they say that global webcams market is worth $15.2 billion US by 2021. This is to do with the sales and the use of webcams. Every device now has a webcam, whether it's a cheap pad, a cheap mobile phone, a laptop, a monitor. You know, you can buy separate webcams specifically for filming high def video. So the market is huge for the technology alone, and it's getting more and more widespread and more used. So then I found this little website that was from 2015, so a couple of years ago, and it said the live adult webcam sector is thriving. It goes on to explain the growth in the sector, but really didn't provide me with any figures. It was the last site that I found, which is more recent, however, from the 30th of June in 2015, with data from a company called Juniper Research, and they found that over 136 billion adult videos will be watched in 2015 alone, with this to grow to 193 billion by 2020. And it says on a global scale, each smartphone user of adult content is expected to watch an average of 348 videos a year. That's almost that. In fact, that's more than one, or it's almost one a day, I should say. It says the US will see the largest growth in this sector by almost 55% by 2020. And also what I noted of interest was that they say that during their last research, video chat will dominate. And they say that over the next 5 years, from 2015 to 2020, video chat and webcam offerings will outperform all the rest of the overall sector. So that is very interesting. This leads me to conclude that live web streaming, live web chats with adult models is certainly going to grow in the future and going to be a very strong business with a multi-billion-dollar marketplace. So I couldn't find any details about the blockchain technology that they're going to use or implement, other than non-specific use cases for their applications, which will include the software being open sourced, full automation of the purchases and payouts, user anonymity, secure messaging, users can earn, there'll be no delays, there'll be no limits, and there will be compatible apps being able to built on top of the system, and it will be obviously completely transparent as well. So other than that, I don't really have much information on the blockchain, but they have an alpha, which we'll take a look at in a second, and also they have some other interesting technology that they want to implement too. So the additional advantages of LiveStars is that there will be no purchase limits on the platform. They will use peer-to-peer content distribution for public streaming, so there'll be no server maintenance expenses. They will also, and I found this quite interesting and amusing actually, additional work will be done in order to make the platform compatible with the modern Lovense and Omnibod toys. Apparently these are simple adult toys which react to the amount of the tip given by the user and are very popular with the models. I can't imagine why that would be. Also, private video chats and messages will be carried out through WebRTC on one-to-one principle without a server. There'll be no mediators. We'll have the access to private information. The live token acquisition interface will be simple and intuitive, they say, and easy to understand. Step-by-step video instructions will be available. Users who are not familiar with crypto will be given the option of exchanging to fiat money with just a few clicks, so that should make it easy. Withdrawals for the models, affiliates, and users will be possible in several popular cryptos. The platform, the prices will be displayed in both live token and in USD for the convenience of users. And the platform will have an improved system of referrals, providing an opportunity to earn not only for the models, but also for the users. So current websites include a single tier referral program. Thanks to the blockchain's reliability and the automated system, they create a multi-tiered referral program, generating high amounts of passive income for all the people involved without any glitches or time limitations. So this is the alpha version of their software. As you can see, the layout is pretty typical for a webcam website, I presume. Nothing XXX in there, but you can see they raised 1,043 ETH during pre-sale, and you can change from girls to guys, couples to trans, and something else there which I don't know. You can search for models, and there are contests. You can register and log in. If we click on one of them, let's have a look. We'll see what happens. It should take us to their chat page, and then basically shows you their promo video, which we saw at the start, and shows you a live chat and everything else. So that's pretty much the alpha in a nutshell. So the live token will be used to purchase webcam shows as a user. It will also be used to pay the models, and it can be received by users for moderating on the system, or if they post affiliate links and get referrals, and they will that will allow you to earn live tokens. Onto the token sale now. The crowd sale launch date is set for the 15th of January 2018. You can sign up already. You'll be able to pay through Ethereum and Bitcoin. There will be 200 million tokens emitted, so that will work out as 120 million live tokens for the crowd sale. The soft cap is 500,000 US dollars. The hard cap is 5 million US dollars. They say the cost of one live token there is 20 cents, but I did a little bit of research into this. I signed up and I checked how much one Ethereum would get you, and it would get you in fact 17,575 live, which is just 4 cents per token. And also, if you want to pay in Bitcoin, 0.1 Bitcoin will get you 33,205 tokens approximately. So slightly cheaper than what is listed in the white paper. If they don't reach the soft cap, funds will be automatically refunded to the participants by smart contract. I believe, as we saw earlier, they've already raised 1,043 Ethereum in the pre-sale. All unsold tokens will be burned, and the tokens allocated as the team reward will be frozen for a year. And the live token will be available for listing on several major cryptocurrency exchanges after the completion of the crowd sale. So the live token is an ERC20 Ethereum utility token. There will be a limited supply. As we said, all unsold tokens will be burned. 70% of tokens are going to be held by the sale contributors, and the only means of payment will be on the LiveStars platform. As you can see at the top right hand corner, you can sign in and get some more details. The token distribution will be as follows. 2% will be for the bounty campaign, which I'll discuss in a minute. 14% will be for LiveStars Foundation, 60% for the crowd sale, 14% for the team, and 10% went to the pre-sale, in which they raised 1,043 Ethereum, I believe. Funds distribution will be as follows. There will be 60% to marketing, 10% for legal, and the rest, 30%, to software development. So there is a bounty campaign. It's quite extensive. It includes bounties for translation, bounties for social media, and bounties for signature and avatars and such like on the main forums like Bitcoin Talk Forum, and it runs until the end of the ICO, which is the 15th of February 2018, or until the hard cap is met. More details you can find in the description below, where I'll post a link. This is the roadmap. They say they're going to have their ICO in January to February, 15th of January till 15th of February. They've already had the live token pre-sale, which was in September 2017, and they've also done some alpha development and launched the alpha version of their website in October. They've already been marketing, and they've already hired another couple of team members. Going forward into Q1, Q2 2018, they will seek exchange listing after the ICO. Alpha version will be further developed, wallet will be developed, and partnership with other blockchain projects for the platform's functionality improvement. In April 2018, they will acquire any necessary licenses. The beta version will be developed and then tested. There will be a security audit of their blockchain system, and they will start to organize their marketing department. Q3, Q4 2018, they will launch their final release. They will start the marketing campaign in earnest. The model department will be then organized. Models and affiliates and users will come in, and conference and meeting participations will also happen. Let's take a look at the team now. There are 5 core team members and 2 advisors. This is where this ICO really, this is the weak point, the soft underbelly of this ICO. I have no doubt that they're probably competent enough to implement what they want to do, but there are really no all-stars on this team here. They are based in Latvia. Alexander Kansky appears to be the senior developer, and he's worked on several projects. It says he's got a master's degree in applied mathematics. Martins is the project manager. He's the organizational lead of Livestars. Oleg is the developer. Linda appears to be in charge of finances and community management. I assume she'll be responding to you on Twitter. And Alexander is the UI UX designer for the platform, and he's got 6 years, it says, of experience in design of apps and websites. The advisory body, only 2 persons. Anton Shayakov, who is experienced in marketing, and Ken Tachibana, who is a global chairman at Cyber Exec and has an MBA from Haas School of Business and MS at Stanford Uni. So the team is really the weak point in this ICO. I would have liked to see a stronger team, but it's not the end of the world. I couldn't find any information about partners on this project. However, it does say on the roadmap, and we did mention it, that during first quarter 2018, they will start to partner up with other blockchain projects for the platform's functionality improvement. So as far as the community is concerned, they are active on Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, Telegram, Medium, Bitcoin Talk Forum, YouTube, and GitHub. And as you know, I like my barometer or measurement on Telegram and Twitter to see where we are roughly. On Telegram, they have 1,242 members, which is fairly good for a project like this. And they also have a good Medium blog that you should go and read, and about 5,278 followers on Twitter, which is exceptional. They have already been quite well supported in the pre-sale, so I would say community support here is reasonable to good, I think. So it's verdict time again. Let's look at the positives on this project. The first one is they have a low hard cap of $5 million, which means even if they sold all their tokens, the market cap's still going to be fairly low, and therefore there's going to be room for growth on this ICO. Number two, it is a unique idea. I don't think any other company is trying to go on the blockchain with adult live streaming or adult webcams. So they're the only player in town at the moment, and no doubt other projects will follow in due course. Number three, they're actually disruptive to the industry in that they're going to reward models with higher fees or higher rewards, sorry, and they're going to change the way that the industry is done by eliminating most of the middlemen, the payment processors, and all the rest of the obsolete ways that these webcam sites do business. So they are going to be very, very disruptive. Number four, it is a multi-billion-dollar market. The adult webcam industry, as I mentioned before, is a growing and rapidly expanding sector, and it will probably take over from the traditional watching pre-recorded material, because of the nature that you can actually interact with the people on the other end of the cam. So it's ripe for expansion. And also they have a minimal viable product. They already designed the alpha, and it's up there as I showed you earlier. They have a reasonable amount of community support, which surprised me about a project like this. I thought they would be lacking in this regard, but they've already raised money during the pre-sale. They've already got over almost 6,000 people following them on Twitter. They've got over 1,000 on Telegram. There's people looking at them on GitHub. They're also going to do a token burn, which means if they don't meet the hard cap and they don't get to where they want to be, the tokens will be burned, and that'll increase value for those of us that actually invest. Number 8, they have had the reasonably successful pre-sale, which shows there's a lot of interest in this already. If they manage to raise over 1,000 Ethereum during the pre-sale, then they'll be expecting to raise more during the general crowd sale. As ever, there are negatives with every project, as we know. One that I spotted for this project is that obviously the team could be stronger. There's only 5 core team members and 2 advisors. It's not really an all-star team by any stretch of the imagination. Surely they're competent in what they do, I've no doubt about that. But for ICOs to really kick on and be very, very successful, you really want a premium team. The other thing I didn't like was there's ambiguity over the token price. It says the tokens will cost 20 cents each in the white paper, yet if you sign up and log in and you look at the exchange rate for tokens to Ethereum, it gives a price of around 4 cents. So there's a bit of ambiguity there. If the tokens are 4 cents, then this is a slam dunk. If they're 20 cents, it makes it, that's 5 times more expensive. It makes it a little less attractive from an investment point of view. Number 3 negative is that competition, although not using the blockchain, it is stiff, pardon the pun, in this sector, because you have companies or websites like Chatterbait and Live Jasmine that have been around for a long time. They already have a lot of models working for them. It's going to be difficult for live stars to take a part of that pie. So they're going to have to be at their absolute best, and they're going to have to deliver on their promises on each and every one if they're going to even make a dent in this sector. Number 4, licensing or licensure could be an issue. They mentioned that they're going to apply and obtain several licenses. Well, what happens if they don't? They're stuck before they even get started, really. So that could be a potential problem that I see. And number 5, the final negative, is that success will rely largely on good marketing. Now, what I mean by this is that if they conduct a successful ICO, they can build the platform, they're going to have to market to actually succeed after that. So a lot of the ICO revenue, as we saw, will go back into a marketing campaign, and they have a very detailed marketing campaign, which is a good thing. But their success will rely largely on that. They need to get models, users, and affiliates to come on board and start using this system. And I just feel it might be a bit early for blockchain technology and cryptocurrency to get into this space. I hope I'm wrong, but again, they're going to have to be at their absolute best in a marketing perspective. So the final verdict, well, show me the love. I like this project. I like my low hard cap ICOs, as you know. They've already got an alpha. It's a unique and good idea. I think it's got a lot of potential for the future, given the adult webcam and live streaming industry is booming and going to continue to boom for the next few years. I'm going to give this 3.5 out of 5 stars. I am considering investing. I probably will. I would say that you look at this carefully. If you've been looking for an ICO, this one could be a little gem. It could be a real winner. If the token price is low, as is demonstrated on their platform, about 4 cents, then I shall definitely invest. If it's higher, then I'll have to maybe think about it a little harder. As ever, this isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Please do your due diligence. Please do your own research before investing, and always invest with caution and invest wisely, and never invest more than you can afford to lose, guys. Yeah. Thanks for watching again. If you like this, please like, please click subscribe, please click the little bell notification icon so you get my latest videos as soon as I launch. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.